Hello and welcome to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 on Valley Springs. Yeah, we are on Valley Springs again today, guys. I'm gonna be over the next day or two trying to figure out like a nice way to end the Attingham series. I've been thinking about it more and more lately, and I'm kind of in a position at the moment where I kind of just want to I kind of want to redo Attingham from scratch as a solo series. The series can grow a little bit more as well, and a little bit quicker than what we've kind of been doing. So I kind of just wanted to explain that. Right, I've been a bit ill over the last couple of days. I've got this man flu thing. I'm feeling a little bit better today, but during the night I felt absolutely dreadful. So I did play a little bit of Farming Simulator last night, but I ended up doing a little bit more than I initially wanted to, and it's kind of... Yeah, I didn't realise how long I was up actually. I was up from like 1 till 3 this morning and was like, crap, I've done more than I should have done. You know what I mean? Anyway, I moved this down here. We did the headland on this field. I love how that's just going to completely ignore everything I've done right now. My steering wheel would gone off again. Yeah, it's every time I touch the... side panel sends my steering wheel off. Weird. But it only does it the once and then I have to tab out the game and back in. It's really weird. I don't understand why it does it. If I disconnect the side panel, that never then happens. So it's a really weird bug or whatever you want to call it. It's odd. Right, let me just get that up there. Okay, you can see I did one headland on this field. I did them liming contracts, guys. That's what I did last night. So yeah, we've got a lot of cash to come in. I know you guys haven't seen me do these said contracts, but like I say, I was just kind of feeling proper ill last night. I thought, well, I'll just do a, you know, I thought, well, I'll do one liming, I'll do the edging on that field, and I ended up just playing the game for like nearly a couple of hours. For me personally, I don't mind. Like I say, I could play Valley Springs all day every day, to be honest. This is one of the maps where I could live stream it and play it for like 8 hours a day. It's just such a nice map to play. Our work has stopped working already. Bloody useless. I know what it is. It's that lamppost in the middle of the field. It's been cross awkward when it comes to keeping them going. I've seen it as a collision and just clearly hit it or something. I wouldn't mind, but there was plenty of room to avoid it. So we'll have to go and just double check on that in a minute. I wouldn't mind, but I literally just got here. I did like a bit of this field, like 5% probably, and boom, it's work has stopped. But yeah, we need to finish this 107 today, guys, because I need to lime all our fields. Because our fields are, apart from liming and rolling, I don't know, do I roll? I don't, you know something, I never thought, I should have rolled last night. I don't like rolling, it's kind of, you know what I mean, I'm not the biggest fan of rolling. I'm not saying that it's not what it's used in the game and bloody blah, but I personally am just not the biggest fan of it, so yeah. I should have rolled last night instead of doing all them. But then again, it's one of them things. Whatever I did, I think it was like 3:10 this morning. I turned the PC back up and it was like, let's go to bed. But yeah, I went to bed early last night. Proper early. And I couldn't get comfortable. I couldn't sleep. 1 minute, like, all my sinuses were triggering me. And then next I had a stonking headache. And I was like, oh, I'm getting up. I got up. Had a couple of tablets just to try and get rid of headache, and then I ended up just playing games. Sounds daft because playing games in like can kind of like give you a headache, but also at the same time it kind of takes my mind off it, if that makes sense. Right, there we go. Right. Right, no, it's done it because of that. Right, let's just put a bottom headland. By the time I do this, it'll be bloody done. Yeah, kind of contract day today, guys, just to try and, you know, we'll get all the equipment back to the farm, unless there's something else to do. Tell you what we'll do, we'll leave that up. Go to the top of this field. We'll go from about here. Let's just put in, I'm just going to put in this second headland. Just because it's not going to work properly otherwise. So if we can get this second headland done, it makes a little bit more sense to get it done. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slower episode today. I'll just look back time to 5. I've been in this game a little while now and I didn't go back to 3. I only put it down to 1, guys, so that I don't miss too much of the day off recording. Other than that, yeah. Right. That should work. It should work, but you know, we'll find out in a minute. This is gonna need one hell of a clean minute. Look at it. Right. Let's get that in there. Oh. Okay, we maybe need to go and get a little bit more fertilizer. Oh, we do have a roller. It's 6 meters as well. Maybe we're rolling today, guys. Maybe we get these contracts done. Yeah, maybe we get these fertilizing jobs done, and then we look at getting the rolling done. I keep wanting to say contract, but yeah, I say I'm just feeling a little bit under weather still. Honestly, my body just feels like I've been run over by a train. That's the only way I can probably describe it. I've never actually been run over by a train, so, but you know, it's just like that figure of speech. I feel like I've been run over by a train. If you're from anywhere in the world and don't really understand that, I think, you know, it could be a UK saying. I don't know, it's a saying I grew up with. You feel poorly and then you feel, oh, I feel like I've been run over by a train. Which, because let's be fair, if you were run over by a train, you'd feel like death. So I kind of think that's where that saying comes from. Yeah, this, I nearly said liming. This fertilising won't take over long. We are using a lot of fertiliser, as you can imagine. I never did actually finish putting that bit of, trying to get rid of that collision there. That's why I left the lime there, you see, so I knew exactly where to go. This is using a lot of fertiliser. We might end up having to buy more fertiliser. I'm looking forward to being in a position soon to use our own fertiliser, like slurry, manure. But obviously with the cows we've got at the moment, we just don't have enough. And we've got this pen up here in the field and they don't give us any at all. That's probably the biggest downside. I've got more cows in the meat field than I have in the dairy barn, and they literally give us nothing. Lovely. But we might as well fill this full of lime as we're going past, because we've got 3 more fields to do. I can't believe we've got 4 arable fields already. I know it's like a year into this game now, but it's you know, yeah, a whole in-game year, but it's, we've got 4 fields arable. When we first started this, we had a couple of grass fields. You know what I mean? We had to mow the grass going downhill. We've come such a long way in such a short time. And I know you think to yourself, oh yeah, but the year's not a short time. Let's be honest, it is. We're already into February this year. Doesn't feel like it, does it? What I'll probably do here is we'll get this one done. Yeah, because we can't let that field down at the bottom grow anymore, otherwise we won't be able to oh yeah, we also didn't lime that bottom field either, not lime, we also didn't roll that bottom field. Is rolling worth it? What's the percentage you get for rolling? Because I believe it's like 2%. If it's 2%, to be quite honest, 2% is not worth it. Have you seen how small our fields are? 2% is maybe, I don't know, maybe 100 litres at the most, 200 at the most. It's nothing. but the amount of time it'll take to roll. Now, if I came on one day and was like, right guys, look, we've got nothing to do, you know, I'd be like, well, let's roll the fields. But we genuinely have got loads to do. There's loads of contracts. I'd love to get a grass contract done before winter, just to save, just to get a massive income right before winter. Because if I remember rightly, December to March we were a little bit low on contracts. I'm sure we were like, oh, we might have to miss the odd day. So obviously once November, is it November, December? One of them days we can't do any grass work, so that basically takes out all the contracts. So unless there's some fertilising contracts to do by then, but I don't think there will be. So we might end up this year skipping the odd month. But there's nothing we can do if there's no work to do either. And like I say, we have kind of got enough money to buy another field. I just don't feel like we're in a position right now. I don't want to skint ourselves, you know what I mean? We've got to leave money in the bank, otherwise we could end up in a really bad situation. You know, we've got loan payments to pay, we've got leasing fees to pay, so we need to leave some money in the bank. So that is all the fertilising on the farm done. All of it. Just like that. And we've got 54% left. Yeah, we used a whole bag of fertiliser then. Oh, there's some black smoke coming out of this sphere. Yeah, let's have a look at... Yes, our worker has finished his task, but I don't think he has. I think he's just more giving it up as a bad job. But we'll go and keep an eye on him. But yeah, you're going to see some money rolling in a minute, guys, because like I say, we did do a few liming contracts. You remember, if you look at the last episode, we had like that 9 grand, 8 grand liming contracts, blah blah blah. I basically just did all them. And if anyone's like, oh yeah, but you're doing stuff off recording, like I say, guys, I was just dead to the world last night. I was just so ill, and I was like I just want to chill out, take my mind off it. And let's be honest, farming is so chill to do. Yeah, this is pretty much all we've got left to do. We might as well finish this, I think. Finish this, cash all the contracts in together. I think that makes more sense. A day of contracts. Yeah, it's just a funny shaped field. That's the one thing I don't like about the worker system, is if the field's not square or rectangle, the workers just don't like it. Like, if you go on an American map and they're all big square circular fields, or that's it, circular, big square fields and rectangular fields, workers have no problem. You get on a detailed map that's got hedges and fences and slightly different shapes, and the standard AI system just sucks. You know, we've been quite lucky with some of the fields over the last few episodes. It's done not too bad a job. Like, this didn't do too bad a job, but let's be honest, it should be a better. I think personally the Farm Sim 19 workers were better. And let's be honest. Oh, we just finished as we got to the end. Right, well, we'll do one more strip going up, because that's where the gate is anyway. That's where the gate is. But yeah, I personally think the Farm Sim 19 default workers, I'm not talking cosplay, I think the default workers were a lot better on Farm Sim 19, I really do. Right, but that is that all done. So let's just have a look at these contracts. I don't think there's any more. As I said, there is a lot of jobs that we have just cashed in. That is fantastic. There is ploughing, there is the odd harvest contract. Yeah, 7 grand for potatoes, not a chance. 8 grand for potatoes, not a chance. Right, let's just see what other contracts come up. Let's just get a nice big list of contracts. There is a lot. Sowing, ploughing, liming, harvesting, right, fertilising contract. These are the ones I'm looking for. When they come up, I don't think we'll do them today. I think we'll, kind of want to do like I say, a grass contract. But we've got enough money in the bank to buy new remote. No, have we got enough money in the bank to buy the new remotes? I was hoping to buy. I don't know. If we do a grass contract, I want to see if we can get a worker doing it, where he's got the mower and the baler at the same time, and then we can kind of leave him to, you know, do it as a test. I just want to see if we can do it like that. If we can, that would be absolutely amazing. And if we can't do it like that, then we're going to have to buy a side mower. Have to buy a rear side mower or something, because just a front mower on its own is not enough. Sorry, coughing my guts up there. Yeah, the last thing I need is another cough. Just drag this back to the farm. Also, yeah, I filled the tank full of fuel as well off recording. We finished one field and it was like, nope, it was just starting to get near. I mean, it was very dark orange. I was like, right, that's going to be on red in a minute. And we were passing the fuel station anyway, so we kind of just topped that up with fuel. It's such a long way to our farm. Saying that, there's only one farm that's actually relatively close, so I couldn't really say that our farm is far away. There's only one farm that's close, and that's the farm just there. Why is, oh yeah, I was going to say, why is Field 26 flashing? I don't have a contract, but yeah, I do. Fertilising contract. Yeah, there's some sowing contracts come up. Like I said, we could buy the sowing machine, we could do some sowing contracts. It would be nice maybe to do some sowing contracts, but I'd like to do Field 128 as a grass harvest. It's right near our fields and our farm, so it would be a good one to test the baler and mower in one system. The problem is the hill. I don't know if our Massey's going to have the power to pull the baler and work the mower at the same time. It'll be alright going downhill, but I'm thinking of going, you know, going uphill. I don't know if it's going to work. Yeah, let's have a look, see if 128 is a doable contract. We have got some silage to sell there. Right, okay. I never even thought about that not fitting. Yeah, that didn't fit. Right. It's because I adjusted the size of that one to fit in that gap. Right, there we go. Right, 128 contract. Let's have a look. See what we've got. It would need to be a silage contract. That's the downside. 128. It is a silage contract. £8,000. Now, like I say, I don't know if this is going to work. This is more of a test to see if we can get this to work. But this was given to me as an idea by one of the viewers. Was like, well, why don't you just use the front mower? In theory, it will take quite a while to do, but also at the same time, you're mowing, wrapping. You know what I mean? You're mowing, you're baling, you're wrapping all at the same time. So in theory, I don't think it would take that much longer. Overall. I think the only problem would be is the default worker just having a meltdown, to be honest. I don't think they'd be very good at the ends of the strips. But we'll see. Let's give it a little whirl. Get a worker going on it, and if not, like I say, we'll there's nowhere near the pitch there. There we go. Oh, it's a shame, innit? We're going to lose 5,500 litres of straw. We've got a 150 bale collected. 128. We know 120 is a nightmare. How much we do know. Lovely. That is a tight fit, but I kind of think that was my own fault for being a little bit too close. I don't think it helped that I had the mower unfolded either. But yeah, I just want to try it. I just want to see what goes on with this. If we turn that on and we do that, we select the rear, automatic drop. I don't know if it'll work. Like I said, this is us just testing this. I don't think it helps. I might be a little bit too close to that hedge. Yeah, I don't mind moving that bale with a little bit of super strength. I just wanna see if we can get this working. It would be fantastic if it does. I think the problem is I don't think the tractor will stop when the bale is full. I think that's the problem. It's going to leave quite a lot of loose bits of grass all over the place. I think that's going to be his problem. But I tried to do it where we hired him, you know, where we turn the mower on second. Yeah, he's having a meltdown, isn't he? Let's just do it from the bottom and work our way up. I think it may work, I really do, but it's not going long enough to test. That's the problem. I think we're like, if I was to do this manually, I know this is actually a really good way of doing it. Yeah, we weren't quite in the field. That's why it was having a bit of a meltdown, guys. We weren't quite in the field. The question is what happens with this? I don't think it's going to work at the moment. I just think it's a case of lack of power. I do think overall, I do think it will work. We just have to give it a chance to prove itself. And like I say, any bits missed on the edge, we can go and catch all them. I'm more curious why you've lifted up so early. Right, I know why, because he's going to go the other bloody way. Yeah, right, we'll have to go to the shop, guys. We're going to have to buy, I think we're going to have to go and buy a side mower. Which is a shame. I do think personally it would work. We just need a bit more power. I think that's what the problem is. But we need to get decent mower as well. The question is what happens when this baler needs to stop? Does it continue and miss loads of grass? Yes, it does. Right, yeah, it's not going to work, guys. That's a shame. That is just a proper shame. We might as well go to the shop in this. We need a side mower. Let's have a look. What have we got on lease? Nothing. Oh, that's not good to us. So let's have a look. Mowers. Yeah, that's a shame. It's a real big shame, actually. 3.5 meter. How much is that one? 4.4. The problem is that's £18,000. I know that's like a metre less. Well, it's not. Yeah, it's 90 centimetres less on every strip, but it's also £10,000 cheaper. Do you know what I mean? It's literally half the price than that one. It also requires less horsepower. I think we buy the Pottinger. I really do. I think the Pottinger is maybe a good one to get. See, I want something like this with a work mode. Has that got a work mode? No. I know one of them has a work mode, and this is kind of what we need to get our hands on. It's something with a work mode. Do you know what I mean? But it's 240 brake horsepower just for that one. The question is, I don't know what to do now. Do I use the Kuhn one, or do I use the Pottinger one? It's a weird one. But yeah, we're going to be coming to the end of this episode. We haven't really done much today. It's more to deal with this grass field and testing of things. And I do think it would work. I do think it will work. Yeah, we've got to we just got to go and get this mower. I'll bring it back to the farm. I think the Pottinger one makes sense. I know it means we're going to have 1 metre less width. That's the problem. It's 1 metre less width, but every strip is a metre. So every 4 strips would have been a free. Yeah, you see, that's the problem. We'd save money in wages. A weird one. But we did do them contracts. But I think if we buy the screw it. We'll buy the Kuhn one to match. We'll probably buy like the Pottinger work mode ones when we can. But you know, we need massive brake horsepower for that. We need massive brake horsepower. To have a work mode rear mower is 240 brake minimum. Then you need the front one. Then you need the power to go up. You're talking at least 325, 350 really on the brake horsepower. Obviously, we are nowhere near that kind of power. Nowhere near. 160 or is it 170 is our most. Yeah, that idea didn't really do us proud, did it? I did think it was gonna work, and I think maybe if it's got more power. The problem is it just wouldn't stop when the bit, you know what I mean? It was turning it up. It was turning the mower off, and then it was. I spent £18,000 with you, and you kicked me out. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird one because I did expect that to work. It was just weird how it was not. It was just doing the what is it? Lost for words today. You little sod. Oh, wow! I went to pull in because you were buggering off, and then you. Yeah, flash my lights at you. Oh yeah, that's it. Now I get back in my tractor. You bugger off. Wow, you've got a serious case of road rage there, my friend. Yeah, just why was it turning the mower off? You know, too early. That was the only thing I had with that. It was the only thing I had. But yeah, I can soon get this. I might get this mode off the off recording though, just because like right now we've kind of procrastinated a little bit testing to see if we could get that to mow. Seriously, tractor. You take the absolute mick when it comes to corners. I think I'm the one suffering with a little bit of road rage today. To be honest, I'm just a little bit, like I say, just a little bit under the weather. Didn't get much sleep at all. I just couldn't get comfortable. I just couldn't stay asleep. It was just so. Yeah, just couldn't get comfortable. Couldn't get to sleep. Just yeah, one of the. It was ended up in one of them days. Oh my, but lately I've slept like a baby as well. But As soon as I get slightly under the weather, it's like, nope, wide awake, can't get comfortable. Then when I got comfortable, the wife decided to snore, which just irritates the Jesus off me. Because my wife snores, like, she snores. She's so freaking loud when she snores. Right, I didn't realise I left that guy running. Now, let me just leave that there. Let me get that on there. But yeah, it's a weird one, guys. We've done the fertilising. We've had no time lapses. I didn't want to have a time lapse really today. I did plan to get a little bit extra done than what we did. But it does suck from that point of view. But like I say, it's nice to be able to get some testing done. Like if I'd have done this off recording and it worked, I would have left it going, and then we'd have earned like massive money, and you know, no one would have been happy and things like that. Do you know what I mean? So it was best to do it the way I did. In my eyes, I think that's the best. See, this tractor can't even. I'm not even. This isn't even turned on. It's just not got the power to do it. Trying to fit somewhere I can leave that so I can put this worker on. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode, guys. I do massively appreciate everybody taking the time watching the episode. I am just gonna quickly mow this field just so that it looks, you know, so the next episode we can crack on with a bit of work. As I say, I do massively appreciate everybody watching the series. It does mean a lot to me. I know it's not Attingham Park today, but like I say, I need to find a way to bring Attingham Park to an end, and I don't just want to end it like, right, I'm not doing it anymore. So I kind of got to put a bit of thought into it, trying to figure out what to do. Yeah, it's the only thing I can really do at the moment. Yeah, as I say, until the next one, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all later on.